Okay, that was Gettysburg. They somehow got 85,000 men, 87,000 men, uh, instead of the 69,000 I think they had after the last battle, but we'll see how the AI handles that. Let's look at our kill board here. 1-1 rifle, 4,443 kills. 1-2 rifle, 3,833 kills. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 units above 2,000, and another 5 or 6 at least that were close, including a couple of grenadier units, which is brutal. Officers, a lot of promotions, 1 lieutenant colonel killed. I could have sworn there were other people, more officers than that killed. I don't think that report is correct anymore. We got a bunch of Fayettevilles. 2 brigades worth. Bunch of Texases. Bunch of a few CS Richmonds, not a lot. That's it. I find that kind of interesting. I wonder why it was so few. But it's good to see the computer splitting weapons up. All right, let's proceed. So 9,400 men. We got 1,000 from the captures, 186,000 bucks. Reputation 30, which we will need to spend. But let's take a look first at what's coming up. Ooh, look at that. So they got 40,000 men back, but look at how far down the training dropped. It was at 97% cap. Now it's at 74 to 79%. So it does have an effect when you kill all those guys off. It cuts their training, not by an enormous amount, but by that's definitely something. Yeah, we got a bunch of missing officers here. And a bunch of major generals and lieutenant generals. I guess Grant was wounded at some point. Alright, so let's look at career points. Yeah, let's keep going with training. And let's get some ideally brigadier generals. These guys, blue major generals if we have to, because they're free.
Yes, sir.
Use our colonel for that artillery unit. Oh, did I just replace that guy for no reason? Sorry. And we'll have to buy a couple. So they'll get lieutenant colonels. Sorry, guys. This guy'll have to be at least a brigadier general. The cheapest one we can.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it lowers their command a little bit, but it's not a big deal. That guy. Alright, so that cleans that up. Oh no, these guys. Give them a lieutenant colonel since we have a few hanging around. Okay, artillery first. Money is an issue, which means we may end up selling the Fayettevilles because they are so ridiculously valuable. I believe I only have one unit that is Fayetteville equipped, and it was 2-2 rifle. Yeah. We didn't get enough Richmonds back to outfit them both. But I could switch him out for regular rifles. I mean, that is $272,000 worth of Fayettevilles. They are really good rifles, very high accuracy, fairly slow fire rate, long range, do a lot of damage. I don't know. Ha ha ha, these guys are 3-star. So do I do long range training for their shot shell damage, or do I do short range training, which gives them a canister damage plus 50% and allows them to reload faster? I think I'll do short range training for them. Getting back to 12 guns is 20 grand without buying the guns. Whew. These guys are almost there. Firearms 100, morale 100. They're not very good at melee. Big downside for an artillery unit. These guys are almost there. These guys have a ways to go, but they didn't lose anybody in that last fight either, so no complaints. How did they... I think they ended up doing quite a... Yeah, 631 damage. They weren't involved in a lot of it. Those guys are okay. Check these guys. Yep. These guys are okay. Were they even... 215 damage. They barely got a chance to shoot. These guys even in it? They were in it. These guys were definitely in it. They lost 2 guns. Range. Yeah, we can afford veterans for them. Same here. That was his first battle. And look, how many kills did he get? 498. Nice. They weren't even there. So these 9th Division units didn't get into the battle despite being... Yeah, they were only... That's frustrating because it says you can bring 24 brigades. So it says you can bring 25 brigades. So you should be able to bring all of your brigades, but no, you don't get them all.
Yes, sir.
See, ordnance, yeah. Accuracy. I don't think these guys were there either. No, they were there. Right at the end. In the second Kolbsil phase. Those guys didn't get in. These guys didn't get in. Those guys didn't get in. That's irritating and frustrating. These guys did. Oh, those guys weren't in it either. Wow, okay. 3-4 Grenadier, they started with 2,500. They took nearly 1,000 casualties, more than 1,000 casualties, but they also got 2,000 kills. So, massive increase in XP. Must have missed that guy in the first pass. There's a rifle. Grenadier. Briefly. Those guys were left out. Yeah. Those guys were left out. All of 13th Division didn't make it in. There was no cavalry. Yeah. The game blocked an entire division of my troops from coming in. Yeah. Let's try to get everybody to 1,500. I realize that's not going to be cheap. Still got 1,000 of those left over. This is what really hurt. These guys are gonna, unless I pad them heavily with veterans, which I'm gonna do, but they are. It's gonna cost me 25,000 each to get them up to 1,500 in any kind of reasonable form. But they did well. Those guys are already at 1,600.
yes, sir! Sir, yes, sir!
No. Those guys weren't in the battle. Or they were in the battle. Only briefly. No, they were not in the battle. Wait a minute. So 13th Division didn't make it. And 9th Division didn't make it. That means I was short 2 divisions. That's why it was 69,000 men instead of whatever I had, 80 something. Because they shorted me divisions. That's actually really interesting and something I might want to think about, because if they are going to keep shorting me units like that, then I need to have more corps, because I could have used my 4th Corps and brought them in if I had an opportunity. I didn't realize you could use them, but you can use them later on as reinforcements. So maybe I only want 3 divisions per corps. Let's see what the next battle is. Bayou Fourche. "15 brigades. Which means the last point in the AO might actually be worth it. Well, let's finish cleanup.
Sir, yes, sir!
Texas guys have no problem.
Yes, sir.
In fact, might as well.
Yes, sir.
That really makes me wonder. I got 3,000 men left and 80,000 bucks. Notice that we haven't captured a single Enfield, despite the Enfield being one of the primary weapons of the Confederacy.
Sir, yes, sir.
Just saying.
Yes, sir.
And we're out of money. Sell the rest of the Fayettevilles. Sorry, boys. See if that gets me through. Those guys already ramped up to 2,000.
Yes, sir.
See, assertions don't give me back nearly as much, but might as well. Hopefully we'll capture more.
Sir, yes, sir.
That's it. We've got 178 men available. That's everybody. So I might mess around with the corps here a bit and pull in 9th and 13th divisions because they're fresh. They weren't involved in that fight. And have them fight this Bayou Force battle. Although, as I recall, this battle sucks. Let's look at this again. Yeah, this battle sucks. This is, you're attacking into that southern flank of the Malvern Hill map again, and it's the only way to get around them is to go across. You can't go this way. You have to go across this way and skirt along the edge and come all the way around. It's horrible. So yeah, 9th and 13th divisions at the very least. So I'll work that up when I actually play the battle. Anyway, this is what we're going into Bayou Force with. Slightly reduced, about 69,000, 66,000 men, somewhere in there. But still strong.